Hey there, welcome to yet another video in this series. We are attempting this question on a special request from Miss Pallavi Dev. Based on her request, I have already made a community post for the question providing my answers. But I noticed that a few of you were looking for a video session for this question also. In fact, another thing that I realized is that the images don't appear appropriately in the post. That could be one of the reasons that a few of you were not able to follow the question or the answers properly. Any which way, here we are with a video on the question. This is the question number 8 from year 2022 patent agent exam. We are required to draft a title, abstract, and a few claims based on the information provided in this disclosure. Please go through the disclosure and come back. Welcome back. This disclosure is related to pharmaceutical domain, more specifically to combination of drugs. I may not be able to pronounce a few of the components listed in this question, so I will refer to them as ingredients so that my pronunciation doesn't distract you from learning the technique of how to solve the question. Let's get started. So the invention is about ingredient 1, which is used as an anti-inflammatory drug, and an ingredient 2, which also has anti-inflammatory properties. The invention is talking about a liquid composition containing ingredient 1 and ingredient 2 and how it is important to solve the problem of the degradation of one or both of these ingredients when they are provided as a single dose solution. Now, in order to do so, there are many things that have been done in the prior art, like the usage of antioxidant, but then our inventors have identified a few problems with those as well. So this entire first paragraph, which is there on the screen, talks about the problems associated with the prior art and the solutions which were there. As you move down, they further talk about what are the problems with the existing antioxidants which are used. Therefore, our invention proposes another antioxidant that needs to be used for providing stability to the solution containing ingredient 1 and ingredient 2. So the next step is to identify paragraph or portion of this question that talks about the invention. So as you go down the disclosure, you would realize that at this point, they have started talking about the invention and what all ingredients does the combination include. Now, our first job is to provide the title of the disclosure. So by reading the disclosure, we understand that they are providing a stable liquid combination of ingredient 1 and ingredient 2. So right after this line, when you see, it says, the present invention solves the technical problem of the instability of the liquid formulations containing a combination of ingredient 1 and ingredient 2. So you can start from here. A stable liquid formulation containing a combination of ingredient 1 and ingredient 2. This could be your title. Now moving on to the next requirement, which is drafting a set of claims. We have identified this paragraph as the paragraph which is providing all the details about the invention. So our claim also would come from here. Now, based on the reading, we know that the invention is about a pharmaceutical composition that includes our ingredient 1 and ingredient 2. And to provide stability to the solution, we are using an antioxidant. More specifically, this particular antioxidant. So this is our claim. How do we write? A pharmaceutical composition comprising a liquid formulation that comprises a combination of ingredient 1 and ingredient 2 and ingredient 3 as the antioxidant. This becomes your claim 1. I have provided a format on your right hand side. As always, now the next job is to identify dependent claims for it. Now we need to find dependent claims that talk more about our ingredient 1 or ingredient 2 or ingredient 3, isn't it? So as you read through the paragraph, which is provided here, you will realize that we have multiple portions which can be used as the dependent claim. First come first is that our ingredient 1 is preferably present in the composition as sodium salt. This becomes your dependent claim. Another dependent claim could come from here, where they are talking about the range within which the ingredient 1 is provided. So here, sodium salt is preferably present in the composition in quantities ranging from this to this. This becomes your another dependent claim. Similarly, our ingredient 2 also is provided here in what range it is available. This becomes your another independent claim. You can in fact go further down for our ingredient 3 also. Ingredient 3 also is present in the range from 0.1 to 1.2 mg per unit done. Then if you go down, you would see this particular paragraph which talks about a specific combination of all these ingredients to make the composition. Everything together in one of the embodiments. As you look for more dependent claims, have you observed information from this particular paragraph, which says that the composition according to the invention can also contain a solubilizing agent, a chelating agent, buffering agent, or pH correctors? This also could be part of your dependent claims. Similarly, in this paragraph, they say that the composition takes the form of an aqueous solution consisting of a mixture of water and this particular glycol. This could be part of your dependent claim. I have provided a set of dependent claims on your right hand side. So this gives you a set of dependent claims directly from the information provided by the disclosure. Now moving on to the next requirement, which is providing the abstract of the invention. Now that also would come from this paragraph itself. So our invention provides a stable liquid formulations containing a combination of ingredient 1 and ingredient 2. The pharmaceutical composition of the invention also contains third ingredient as the antioxidant. All these details become too specific to the invention, so can be avoided. Now as you go down, you see they talk about a further aspect of the invention. This could become part of your abstract, that how is the composition used. So the use of the composition according to the invention for the treatment of disease and these situations. This could be your abstract. If you wish, you can include more details, but then that is not required. So with this, we are done with the title, claims and abstract for this question as well. I hope this was useful for you all. Until next time, take care and be good.